All right, next quick video here is on the subject of liquidity. You might hear people talk about liquidity saying the banks are taking out liquidity or prices taking out liquidity, right? And all that just means money, right? That just means money. Let me grab a little dollar sign here. All right, that just means money, right? Liquidity means money. And what do we mean by that is liquidity rests, right, behind highs and lows. Right, and the reason that is because, for example, look right over here, right, where we have kind of a bunch of, different highs going through here. All right, so a retail trader might look at that, they might draw something similar to this. They might draw like a zone in here, seen people draw their zones out, right, and they look and they go, well, look, price tagged and rejected, 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 rejected. Right, so they're thinking when price gets here, so as price is coming out, they're thinking, well, this is gonna, look at this, it broke structure, right? It's coming back up here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a bunch of money. Let's sell this thing, right? So they're putting their orders in, they're putting their stop losses up above it, right? And all this money or liquidity is just sitting here, right? And that's what the banks go after. Right? And you can see how they come through and sweep up all that liquidity. So anyone that had trades going to the downside now are completely out of the game. All right? And you'll see this just happen over and over. Now it can be just single highs, just any high or low, right? You can see here we got a low and they come by and wipe it out. But the powerful ones are the obvious ones, the ones that are obvious to, say, retail traders, where there's multiple touches, right? There's equal highs, equal lows being had. So I'm just going to kind of go through and see if I can pick out some obvious ones for you. So, right in here, all right, we got all these highs in here, and then boom, they just wipe it out and go the other way because they know there's stops, in there. All right, same thing in here. All right, and here, they nail both sides, right? I talk about this on my signature pattern video, right? There's money, some people think this is going up, some people think it's going down, all right? There's buy and sell orders being packed around this thing, and then they go wham, right? Take out those folks, wham, take out those folks, and then it's off and running. Right? Just all kinds. You can see it everywhere, right? All in here, right? Boom, wipe out, take them out. Right? Look at all these highs in here. Right? What do? Jam it up, wipe them out. And the sad thing about this is they were right about the direction, right? They were right about the direction, but they just didn't put their orders in the right place, and the banks just came in and wiped them out. All right, you see all these highs in here, they get wiped out. All these highs in here get taken out. See right here, this is one going the other way, going down, right? So you got all these highs taken out. Let's look for some lows examples. And you can see it happen on an individual basis all the time, but some more good examples. Well, right in here, right? Get all this in here. Right, multiple touches, and then boom, take it out. So when you're looking for, areas to kind of get out of a trade, those are good areas to shoot for because you're kind of riding with the banks. Look for those. Where is there an obvious, if you get into a trade, let's say we come back here, right? Let's say you get into this trade for a buy for some reason, right? The obvious place right off, if you go and look up, or there's a bunch of highs up in here, right? All these highs. All right, this is an obvious area that price can be on its way to right now, right? right? There's a little pullback, you know, and it could, you know, pull back more or whatever. Let's say it decides to, you know, pull back down into this area, you know, and then fly up and take out that money. All right, you just want to always look where price is at, you know, and see where it could be going after. All right, what's the next stop? All right, where would be the smartest place to go, right? You can see here we had, you know, this is not multiple highs, but here's a pretty significant high there, and then we get a bunch of lows down here. Right, and real quick, boom, wipe out those folks. Right, that might be in a trade here where their stop loss is up there. Wipe them out, come down, wipe out these folks. So that's what liquidity is. Liquidity is money resting behind the highs and the lows, and the more obvious ones are the ones that are usually the ones that are taken out, right? So you're going to learn a lot more about this. They actually have some really good videos on liquidity on this education platform that I learned from and still learn from every single day. I've got another video here. That's a really quick video that just walks you through this phenomenal platform and how it's going to help you wrap all this stuff together, because it can seem overwhelming at first. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, well, what's this, what's that? And, you know, it can seem like it's a whole nother language, you know, when you're first kind of looking at it. But it's just like anything else. Once you practice, once you see it on the charts enough, you start recognizing these candles, you start recognizing these patterns, you start recognizing these areas, it gets just easier and easier and easier, just like anything else you've ever done, right? I always say everything was hard until it wasn't. You know, you tried to ride a bike, you know, it was hard until it wasn't, right? Learn to drive a car, it was hard until it wasn't. And what took you from being, you know, difficult to not difficult is practice, right? Just practice. And these guys, you know, are on educating 5 days a week. You don't have to get on every day. You can just watch the ones you want to watch. All the recordings are there. But yeah, check out the video and let me know if you got any questions. And I hope you enjoyed the value, and I've got more value coming.